What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Terrell Speaks. And today we're going to do this a little different. Since it's kind of a long video. What is it? 8 minutes. So I'm just going to do the commentary. It's basically the one where the single mom gave the kids to CPS, and it's a video that led up to it. It's one that where she actually gave them to CPS. Um, yeah, we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna let you know what I think and what I've noticed. I could tell that there's a lot in there. I'm not gonna just play the whole video because it's too long and it's just not it's not proper etiquette for commentary. So we're just gonna I'm just gonna go right into it. Let's go.
Well, okay, so it's two things. So I'm trying to get them to the dad because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm over it. I do everything by myself, and I've been doing it for years since I was 15. I'm literally 27. I'm about to be 28.
Okay, a lot of the one point. A lot of people are saying she could have gave him to the father. She could have gave him to the father. In this case, from her mouth now, she's saying that she tried. She's been trying to do that. Um, Apparently it didn't work, but not saying that she's completely innocent on everything. What I'm noticing, and this is a poison in our community, the black community as a whole. What we do, what what our generations do. There is a generational curse going on. We're not educated on the whole thing about sleeping around and having intercourse with no protection. Because what we do, we have a bunch of children. But here's the thing: raising kids is not like riding a bike. It's not like reading a book. It's not like a school assignment. It's not like just going to school and getting a degree. No, this raising a child is a 24/7 job, and it requires a lot of planning. It requires a lot of things. That's why it's best to be married before you have children, because it takes a lot. It takes two people to raise just one. It takes a whole entire village just to raise one child. Trying to do four and five by yourself, and they always say, "Well, it was if it was God's will and all that." Let me stop any point that you're trying to make from that. You can bite off more than you can chew, especially if you don't make the proper decisions. And life, this is how life works. It doesn't care that you don't know the consequences. You're still going to have to pay for your actions, regardless of how. That's why it's important to train our children, to educate them on how these things work. Life doesn't care that you don't know. If you're 3 years old and you touch a stove and it's hot, that stove doesn't care that you're 3 years old. It's still going to burn you. A fire, extremely hot water. Those things don't care. If you let a baby get next to an alligator or a crocodile, that crocodile doesn't care that's just a baby. Oh, that's just a baby. I'm just going to go around them. No, sir. The alligator is still going to try to eat the baby because all he thinks about is he's hungry. The Komodo dragon. I've seen several videos of that. But anyway, life doesn't care about our actions, and we're still going to have to suffer the consequences, regardless of whether we know or not, regardless of our age, regardless of our gender, how we know. I mean, how old are we? Because a lot of things that we're dealing with now, a lot of things that we're suffering from now, a lot of us spend most of our youth, most of our adulthood, paying for mistakes that we made in our early adolescent life. It's like teenage mothers and things like that, teenage fathers, people that made crazy mistakes, especially with credit when it comes to debt and credit and all that stuff. A lot of us are spending the rest of our life, or most of our life, paying for things we did when we were young. We spend all our 20s or 30s, some of our 40s, 10, 15, 20 years paying for a mistake you made when you were young. Some people spend the rest of their life paying for a mistake they made as a kid. Life doesn't care about consequences. That's what we have to teach our kids. We have to stop the fairy tale stuff. We have to stop pretending that everything's just going to be all right. No, it's not. Things don't have to be all right. things don't just turn out okay. No, it doesn't. Only way things turn out okay for people is because they've made good decisions over a long period of time. I don't know who was in her life. I don't know who was raising her or taught her, but we gotta start educating our kids. There's consequences to our actions. We can't just have sex all willy nilly. But when the church says it, oh, they're trying to control you. They're trying to manipulate you. No, they're not. There's a reason for things. We're not going to get into the whole religious detail because this is, you know, I know how to do dialect. I don't have to be all super hyper religious to make a point. My point is, there's a reason. There's a reason why there's structure. There's a reason why it's there. It's because it gives us it's wisdom in it. There's wisdom there to keep you from just having all kind of babies everywhere, because not everyone's mentally able. Like I said before, I don't know if I'm ready to start over again, because I don't know if I'm mentally able to do it. So you have to analyze yourself and see where you are. Because if you're not mentally able to have a child, you may not want to just be sleeping around all willy-nilly. You may want to take certain precautions. You may want to, because the village isn't there anymore. We used to have a village. There used to be people telling us, you might want to do it this way. We don't. There's no village. We're just out. We have to do it. We have to figure it out ourselves, learn things ourselves, and it's kind of a bummer. But not everyone gets to learn these things, and life doesn't care whether you know it or not. So that's why I do my content. Not if only 3 people see it, it's enough. But we have to. I'm telling you right now, just one child can be a problem if you're not mentally able. So imagine 5 or 6 or 4 or 3. You have to deal with them and raise them by yourself. No one sends gifts. No one talks to you and all that other stuff. Now, I'm not saying she isn't selfish. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm not saying she's completely innocent. I'm saying we as a community need to educate one another when it comes to these things, because we have kids involved. There are children involved when it comes to this stuff. You have children involved in this. Now, kids, they're probably going to get separated. When they go to CPS, they're probably going to get separated. They're going to see brothers and sisters. You have kids involved in our poor decision making. We make poor, messed up, jacked up decisions. Us as a whole, we just make stuff because we like sex. We bring kids into the world all because we like sex, and we ruin their lives because we're not, whatever the case may be. We just enjoy the thrill of the ride, literally, pause, and babies are made. And then they're in the world. They didn't have to be here. And a lot of us aren't even mentally able to take care of them because, 1, a lot of us are selfish. 2, a lot of us aren't just mentally stable and are undiagnosed. 3, a lot of us never really wanted kids to begin with. And now, boom, it's not like taking a test, though. It's not just like passing an exam. It's not like building a house or something. You build it and you're done. No, you're never done when it comes to being a parent. You're never done. It never stops. It's 24/7. So we have to take those things into account. That's a life-changing decision. It's like getting your arm chopped off. You have to deal with that the rest of your life. And we that's the problem. Continue.
This year, still nothing. Like, they don't help. They don't send no Christmas cards, birthday gifts, presents. Literally not a damn thing. And as well, okay, my oldest son is 11, and my daughter's is about to be 3. So you mean to tell me out of 3 years and out of 11 years, y'all lazy ass still ain't come up yet?
And here's the thing. 1 is 11, 1 is 3. I don't know who, like I said, I don't know who's in her life. I don't know who taught her how to make decisions. But I'm gonna say this: a lot of women, this is what y'all do. You can get mad at me all you want. A lot of men do this too, but this video is not about men today. You go out, and for some reason, y'all find guys that aren't even taking care of their children. Y'all find those guys attractive. Now go out and select those guys. Have babies by them. I've seen videos where a woman got pregnant, had 3 babies, 4 babies, 3, 4 babies by a man that wasn't taking care of the kids that he already had, but she laid down with him she let him squirt up in her 3 times. He wasn't even taking care of the kids he did have. You see the problem? We make decisions with this instead of this. We don't use this at all. We don't use it at all. I mean at all. We use this. Oh, it feels right. It feels so good. There's no logic. There's no statistics in our thinking, in our decision making. And the whole phrase "follow your heart," that's all bullcrap. Because your heart is this. It'll lead you wrong just about every time. But when we use this, I had to start learning how to use this. Because using this, it got me in a lot of trouble. I wind up hurting a lot of people using this instead of this. You see? I had to learn. You see what I'm saying? Even when, sometimes that fire gets burning and all that kind of stuff, you have to learn discipline. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. I'm not saying, oh, she should have just, no, it's not easy. It's the hardest thing to do, actually. Self-control is the hardest thing on earth to master. It is the hardest thing. That's why it says the tongue is is the hardest thing to tame. That part is the hardest thing. Those emotions, a lot of men don't master that until they're almost 40. It took me years to tame the beast, and it's still hard at times. So I get it. However, we gotta do it though. It's what it takes. We have to do it. Otherwise, this situation it happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just pretend like it's not there. We can't just pretend it like it doesn't exist, because it happens to a lot of people. So yeah, we can't ignore this. And I'm not bashing her or anything. It's just a poison, a curse in our community that we do this. We just screw around and do whatever we want with no regard for other human life, for what the lives we produce. Because I'm gonna be honest, my second son changed every way and aspect that I made decisions. Everything I do, it changed everything. The way I make decisions, the way I act, the way I move, the way I think. Because even mistakes that you might think are like this have this level of consequences. This little kind of mistake creates a world of obstacles you may have to overcome. So I'm just saying it takes it doesn't take much to put you in a situation where you're overwhelmed and can't take it, where you're mentally trying to keep your head above water or drowning. So understand it. And who we have children with is very, very, very important, because like I said, that's why I mentioned a lot of women, they go have kids with bums, not fathers, bums, guys that have no interest in being a father, being a husband. All they wanted to do was get their rocks off, and that was it. There's a certain thrill in, for some reason, bursting in someone raw. I don't know where that thrill comes in. It's kind of reminds me of kids having an obsession with running in the street. That's what it reminds me of. And yeah, it's a weird thing that we have to kind of get under control because it's either way it's going to be a vicious cycle. Continue.
Okay, well, y'all take the kids, and I'm going to worry about me, focus on school, and get my shit together because not. It's time for somebody else to, step up and do something. I'm tired. Like every time, like time. I've been doing it by myself since I was 15. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm in 2 different colleges. I'm working. I'm overwhelmed. I'm done. I really am. I'm just done. I just want to learn. I just want to be able to focus on me.
And here's what's missing. Here's one of the problems. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go to college. There's nothing wrong with wanting to better your career. There's nothing wrong. But let me tell you what is wrong. She should have had someone in her life earlier on, before she was a teenage mother, to guide her in that direction. You're trying to go to college. You don't need to be sleeping around unprotected. You don't need to be doing this because you're trying to go to college. What I want to do that? Nope. If you're trying to go to college, if you're trying to better your career, you need to be focused on your career. Don't be trying to, someone should have been present in that point in her life. Not saying there wasn't anyone present. Not saying she wasn't being stubborn, whatever. Someone should have been present. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do all those things. However, when we lay down and have children, I had to realize this myself. We have to work around those children. There's a sacrifice that has to be made. If you're not mentally able, now we have decisions that we need to make. And like I said, I'm not saying that I'm a huge fan of Kevin Samuels. I'm not saying I'll follow him and all that stuff. I'm not saying that I disagree. I'm not saying that I agree with every single thing, because a lot of things he said I don't agree with. However, there are some cases. Let's say you and the child's parent, the child's mother/father, y'all are not on terrible grounds. Y'all could get along. Sometimes it may be best to be with the parent, but if there is a case where it just absolutely won't work, there's somebody that will help with those kids, whether it be a auntie, uncle, mom, dad, somebody, friend of the father's family. There could have been somebody. Nobody's wanting to help. She didn't have anybody, antibody, nobody, nothing. I'm just exploring different options. Let's say if you're mentally just falling apart, and the father's not so bad. He's not just a horrible guy or anything like that. It may not be a bad idea to not saying who her father is. I'm not saying who the child father her children is. I'm not saying that they're perfect or she should get with them. Just an option here. If he's not a bad guy, there's an option. Because what a lot of people are doing, because which one is worse? You having a nervous breakdown, or you trying to reconcile with the father? If it's to the point where you're losing your mind, this is what I'm saying. Somebody, or even giving the kids to someone, family member, until you get your mental state together. Because this is one thing we can't run from. Because the kids will wind up with some kind of resentment, some kind of hatred. But I'm breaking this down because it's kind of a serious topic. Because I get it. Some of those emotions I can understand. However, at the end of the day, when we had sex without protection, this is the choice that we made. This is what we signed up for. I didn't ask for this. Yes, you did. Your words may have not said it, but you asked for this. You signed up for it when, no matter how, whether let's say you was 16 and your boyfriend was 16 or 17. Regardless of y'all's age, when you slept together unprotected, you asked to have a child. That goes for anyone. That goes for me, your mom, my mom, anybody. It don't matter who it is. If I go right now and sleep with someone unprotected, I'm asking to have a child. Please have my baby. That's what I'm asking for. It doesn't matter. That's just what happened. That's cause and effect. But but the reason why she's wanting to give her kids up, that's what is getting me too. I'm in 2 colleges. I want to better my career. I want to better my life. Now, if it was because, hey, I need to give my kid to somebody because I'm having a mental breakdown, I feel like I may cause some harm to my child. I'm having postpartum issues. I'm having these kind of problems where I can no longer hold in my anger, I'm having a hard time not causing harm to my children. I'm sick, I'm mentally ill. I need someone to take my kids before I do something to them. That wasn't the reason that she mentioned, though. She said she was trying to better her career, better her life. That's what I pinpointed from this. So, if that's the case, there's a lot of selfishness in there.
My school, my careers, my jobs. I just want to focus on me. I absolutely love and adore my kids.
You see what I mean? I love and adore my kids, but she's gonna say then I don't want them. So I don't know if this is for clout. I don't know if this is so she can better her life, so she can go viral, so she can get clicks or views, or because I don't know what her angle is, but it's not a genuine one. Normally, if someone is real genuine about this kind of thing, like I said, they would mention, I'm having nervous breakdown. I'm having a hard time staying sane. I'm losing my mind. I feel like I hear voices telling me to cause harm to my kids. Anything like that, where that involves insanity, that would kind of justify you maybe turning your kids over to somebody else or anything like that. Other than that, going to college, going to school, bettering your career, sometimes we have to make the bed we lay. We have to lay in the bed that we make. It's not easy. It's never easy. Never. Nothing about life is easy. But we have to pay for the choices that we make. We all do.
They're so beautiful and intelligent, but I don't want them. I've been trying literally for 3 months to give them to the dads. Literally nothing. Then you got one of the dads is like, oh, yo, I kid you the fuck not. I told this man, it's time for you to step up and do something, like, So then he's like, oh, it sounds like, I literally told him, I said, I'm just trying to better myself. I said, my career is low key on the rise and shit. Gonna look and say, my kids, so you could go and chase your dreams because your dreams are starting to come true. Why would I want to sit there and let your dreams come true? Like, for one, that's the most hating ass shit somebody could ever say. Literally. Anybody know who Kendrell Eaton is? Or he go by Kike? That's who I'm talking about. y'all this one dumb bitch Akira on this live because dad. If I knew that's her baby dad was, bitch, I would have. Hello, I would not have been talking to him because, bitch, you're mad that he's my baby dad. Okay, you can have him back. I never wanted to be my baby dad. I just stuck and I couldn't abort. So to help contact these goddamn dads so they can come and get kids because, like I said, I'm done.
And the fact that she wanted to abort them from the beginning. She never wanted the kids to begin with. She never wanted any children to begin with. So she never wanted kids. She wanted to abort them when they were born. Okay. At that point, there should have been a decision made. But we don't always make the right choices when it comes to that. So I'm not here to bash that part. Thing is, they're here now. So now they can go to a family member to get a break. But unfortunately, as a parent, that's all we get, if we get that. So, there are times where we have to dig our heels in and just do what we have to do. It might now improving your career and all of that stuff. You may have to just go to school online. Other options you may have to take. You have to work around that. Because the parents you chose, the fathers you chose, the guys you chose, they clearly want nothing to do with the child. So laying down with them may have not been the best option. But, you know, a lot of us make these choices. And we have to realize we have to be responsible.
So, you know, but if by 5 o'clock I cannot get the dads to man and help, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to drop them off at the fire station. I've already contacted the fire station.
If they hadn't committed in 11 years, I highly doubt they will. It's been 11 years and 3 years. None of the dads are in their life. You just chose two bums. That's all it is to that.
Station because I didn't know how the whole shit worked or whatever, because I know you could drop off like newborn babies and shit and not get in trouble, or I don't know if you get in trouble or not. I don't even give a if I do get in trouble. I don't care. I'm done. So anyway, I acted it because I'm tired of doing so like literally I got all the kids 24/7. I got 24/7. I don't have nobody to be watching them. JFS keep my child care. The dads help, the grandmas is deadbeats. I can't wait to see this one bitch. I can tell to be a dad or I don't know if y'all want to take them, because look, y'all can get benefits and everything. Honestly, actually, better yet, shit, my daughters might qualify for SSI. But I'm not playing. I'm just like, I have to know you. I'm saying, if you feel like you want to take and foster my kids or some shit like that, this is me openly asking for help. I need help. I got a lot of shit going on right now. So, with that being said, if you want to openly foster my children or whatever.
And I got to see the other videos, too. A lot of people say they've seen the other videos, and they say it's a good thing she gave them up. I got to see what else came out of this, but I don't like the reason she gave. I'm trying to better my life. I'm in 2 colleges. I'm in this and that. It just comes off as I want to better my life and I don't want my kids. That's what it comes off as in this video. But you know, I mean, she may have a lot going on. I don't know what else is going on outside of that. All I know is what she stated, the reason she stated. I'm going to school. I'm trying to better my school. Better my career. I'm trying to come up, and you know, yeah. But anyway, I just don't like those reasons that she used versus, hey, I'm unstable. I'm losing my mind. You know.
I have to know you. Yes, we have to go through the whole little process or whatever, but I still want to see my kids. I still want to provide for my kids and everything. But yeah, no, if you want, like I said, if you want to foster them, you're more than welcome. Y'all will get benefits if you could file for food stamps. My daughters qualify for SSI. It's a couple different things. My son's dad is dead, and he ain't coming back. In fact, I still gotta go today and spit on that nigga's grave and send the video to his mama. Anyway, yeah, I gotta after I do that shit. But my son's dad is dead. He's not coming back. So my son's dad. I mean, my son survived. He qualifies for survivor's benefits or whatever.
And
At Vistaprint, we print everything to show off your brand. So you can print it like Simon's Restaurant and outfit your whole...
don't care about none of that. Anyway, you see the whole language she used? You can foster my kids, you can get benefits and all that stuff. We're talking about children here. We're talking about human beings. We're talking about people with emotions, people that have thoughts, that have dreams, that have aspirations, human beings. You can get benefits, you get food stamps, and you can get them and trying to advertise them like they're objects. That's man. It kind of messes me up to see that people see kids as benefits. You can get food stamps, or you can get Social Security. You can get SSI. You can get her, and man, that sounds horrible, man. It just sounds really horrible. I don't understand. Man, not everyone deserves to really even have kids, man. This is terrible. Because if this is how she sees them, whew, boy, she's doing right by giving them up.
For a child, anything that I do with my life, my career, my business, whatever rapper that you see me with, whatever rapper flies in, has nothing to do with you.
What? Okay. So she's more concerned about her career. That's why I said I didn't like the reason. A lot of people, I feel sorry for. I don't. She's more concerned about her career versus her children. She's willing to sell out her children to enhance her career. You know how ridiculous that sounds. You know how horrible, how horrific that sounds. Continue.
My boyfriend has nothing to do with you. It don't matter. None of that shit matters. You should worry about you.
Wait, what? So she has a boyfriend and she still can't get help? She has a boyfriend and she still can't get help. I guess.
What you have to do for your kids. And actually, to be honest, you're literally that stuck with rapper. He's not even my boyfriend. So imagine when he do become my boyfriend, you're gonna be sick. He's not my boyfriend. So now you just look dumb, worried about the wrong ass shit. I'm not. It really don't matter.
Okay. Okay. I guess she don't have a boyfriend, and she probably cursed so much it bleeped everything out. I can't even understand what she was saying because it was just Jesus, man. Okay. Apparently, she cares more about her career and all this other stuff. It's like neither parent. One of the fathers is dead, and I don't know what to say about this stuff. This is all horrible. This is horrific. This is horrific. Horrific. Freaking-rific. If this is how she thinks, she don't need kids at all. She's saying she cares about them, she adores them, but it doesn't sound like it because she rather have a career over her kids. And it's kind of sick, if you ask me. Continue.
Matter, but because this is
how you're overwhelmed.
Because I love them, and this is hard. Like, this is killing me.
Yeah.
But it's for the better. Like, it's for me to get my life better and focus on my schooling, my career, my health. Number one, my health, so I don't die because I can't do shit for them if I'm dead.
Yeah.
You see how she's talking now versus the other video? She was you see the compare and contrast? The previous one, don't worry about my boyfriend, but now, oh, my health and my might and my stability, and you see the difference? It to me now, it seems like it's all an act. To me, it seems like it's all an act. It's just something for clout. It's just something to enhance her career. It's just something so she can get clicks and likes and whatever it is. People are doing everything on social media on stuff to get likes and clicks and whatever the case may be, just for clicks. We're willing to trade in our children for clicks and likes. You have a generation of people that will eat washing powder for clicks and likes, setting themselves on fire, giving up their children, risking their lives just to be noticed, just for attention. Know how sad that is? Continue.
Can't stop stressing if I don't have help, you know? So it's like, and it's like the dads didn't want to help me. They wanted to see me beat. I done lost everything so many times. But you know what? Like I said, I'm going to come back for them. And as far as the whole foster whole thing, like, well,
she keep looking at the camera. She keep glimpsing it. As far as the, you know, I hold on, let me see my makeup. Let me see. Okay, yeah, and I don't know. And come on, man, I don't buy this for a second.
Be open while I still be able to like see them, bring them gifts and stuff. Like
what they'll do is they'll set up visitation for you, usually here at the agency or a designation place, whatever the court orders, and you'll be able to see them weekly.
Okay, that's even better that I can still see them.
Oh yeah, you'll get to see them,
and I can still provide for them, right?
Correct. You
Birthdays,
can bring them gifts, and have all that. Because we're going to encourage that, because our goal is reunification, to get you the help that you need so you're not overwhelmed, and that you can, you know...
That she could be selfish and that she can do whatever she wants and enhance her career and go to school and get all the degrees and date rappers and all that other stuff. That she could do all of that and still get to be Mother of the Year. Got it.
Provide for your kids. I can tell that you care for them. You're just completely overwhelmed. I get that.
Even though she wants to give them up to focus on her career, put her career and everything else above her children, even though she doesn't know where they might wind up, what situation they might wind up in, what kind of foster home she might wind up in. Those kids could be all separated for all she knows. That doesn't matter to her, though. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, it's only so much I can do. I mean, I just finished my last medical class today, so it's like I just have to study for my
What school did you go to?
I'm in 2 different colleges right now.
Okay.
One is through OSU for my national.
She's in 2 different colleges, but she's overwhelmed with providing for her children. I want y'all to hear that. She's in 2 different colleges, but she's trying to figure out how she's going to provide for her children. 2 different colleges. She wants to date rappers and have rapper boyfriends and run everything and advance her career and all. She has enough money to invest in all of that. But it sounds to me like a lot of the wounds that are in her life are self-inflicted. I'm not making assumptions, not saying things. It sounds to me like a lot of that stuff she's putting on. Could it be that she's putting a lot of these things on herself? She says she doesn't have any help, any outside help, anybody. Usually, 2 things. When they say they have no one. If someone tells you they have no one, either they burnt all their bridges, or 2, they don't appreciate the help that they do have. Just two possible reasons. Because a lot of people can say that they have someone to go to turn to. A lot of women I know, they'll let the kids stay with the mom or stay with the father or stay with someone until they get their mind together. They might need a break, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But giving them away because you want to enhance your career, just because you want. I'm in 2 different colleges. I'm trying to enhancement. I'm trying to do this and this and that. We understand that. However, prioritizing them before giving them up to CPS, saying you have no one. There's a lot of selfishness in there. Whole lot of selfishness up in there. And with the mindset that she has, they may need to go away. And it could be the best thing for her if she's thinking like this. If this is her mindset, yeah, she probably should have never had kids. But now that they're here, all I can say is I hope they go somewhere where they're well taken care of, where someone actually can really genuinely love them and care about them for real and see them as human beings and not as obstacles in their way. I hope. I pray, because a lot of foster parents are no better than their original parents. Anyway, let's go.
National medical assistant license. And then the other one, I should be finished next year with my bachelor's, and that's Full Sail University for my bachelor's degree in audio production and music recording with a concentration.
I'm going to school. I'm going to 2 different schools at the same time, but I'm struggling to take care of my children. Something tells me you should have did one at a time. Something tells me you should have probably downsized on some of the stuff the funds that you're spending. Something tells me if you're a full-time student, I don't know if you have a scholarship or not, but if you're able, let's just explore both the options. Let's say you're paying out of pocket, both schools, and you're struggling to take care of your children. That means you have more than enough to take care of your kids. You're just using the money for things that you could have probably held off on until a later day. 2, let's say you have scholarships for these 2 schools, because college is expensive, even junior college now. I took a class a year ago at a junior college. It's almost $1,000 for one class. So it can be very expensive. A whole semester worth of classes. You're finna get a bachelor's. You're finna have 2. You're going to two whole colleges, and it just sounds like some of that money could be spent on the kids. I understand you're tired. I understand all this other stuff. I understand that. We get all that. We get all this and that. But, and I'm not giving the fathers a break either, or the father. She wanted to give him to one of the dad. I'm not giving him a break either. The kids could have went to somebody until you got yourself together mentally. They could have went to somebody. But like I said, back to the 2. You burn all your bridges, or the people that are helping you, you're either ignoring them or not acknowledging them or not appreciating them because you want to do this for some type of clout or some type of way to enhance your career. Audio recording and all that stuff, to go to school for it. On the other last thing you said, to date a rapper, whatever the case may be. Part of me thinks he's for the streets, but let's go. Continue.
And communication.
Okay. And what college is that?
Full
Sail. Okay, but if you want to chill back here, I just gotta go interview the kids that can talk to me. I know the little ones won't be able to, but...
And if you ask Alex, it'll be everything from dinosaurs to Siren Head. But you'll see what I'm talking about. They're intelligent.
Yeah, they seem like good kids.
They are into because they like because I told you we watch documentaries and stuff, so they are into a lot of Greek mythology, in like Indian myths and folklore. So
I like Greek mythology. I'm pretty good at it. So.
Yes. So sometimes if you have to try to open the light or something, maybe talk about skinwalk, something. Yeah. And I can say goodbye to them before I leave.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk to the supervisor and see if they'll let you. I can't make that decision, but hopefully they'll let you. I'm not sure, but that'll be up to a supervisor.
And it's fine.
Because sometimes saying goodbye is harder for the kids.
And I made sure I told them that earlier. I made sure I told them that there's nothing wrong, and they didn't do anything wrong, and I don't want them to think that they're not enough because they're everything I ever wanted.
I don't think so. It might not be everything you've ever wanted, but and part of me thinks that seeing that she's happy about this and um, all this is just sounds like a come up opportunity, and it's what it sounds like to me now. No, but
Everything I ever wanted.
And you got to hug them and stuff already. Yeah.
Yeah, and I told them I'm coming back for them. I don't
Yeah.
care, y'all. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, respectfully from my mouth. Whatever hoops you guys throw at me, no matter how you guys try to spin it, I'm coming back for my kids, and I am going to get my kids.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I can't do anything for them if I can't help myself.
Get online in minutes.
first thing,
Web.com's AI builder makes it easy. Simply tell us some info about your
yeah, stop. I don't care about that. Anyway,
15.
okay. Anyway, it just sounds like there's a lot of selfishness in there. So a lot of just looking for an easy way out. There is no easy way out when it comes to kids. That's one thing, because when they grow up, they're still gonna wonder what happened, what's going on, and all that stuff. I don't think she's coming back for them. She may say she is or think she is, but I don't think she is. That's just me. I don't think she's coming back for those kids. I don't think she is. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. This kind of thing happens a lot, especially in our community. We got to figure out how to put a stop to this stuff. We got to start explaining these things to each other, start holding each other accountable. Before we start bringing kids out, before we bring more children into the world, friends hold friends accountable, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot that needs to happen, because this I hear these stories way too much, and it's just got to stop at some point. I don't know when or how, but we got to figure something out, because it happens over and over again. And then we wait too late to understand and realize that we probably should have never had children. We wait. Some of us wait too late in life to realize that, because not everyone's meant to have a bunch of kids or a lot of kids or any kids. Some people don't even have the patience. Some people don't have the mental stability. But most women are able to reproduce, especially our women, because we have the most fertile women on the planet. So we got to understand that. But we have to understand, just because our women are the most fertile women on the planet, don't mean we just put a bunch of babies in them. Because not all of them want kids. Not all of them are capable. Not all of them desire kids. Not all of them have what it takes to raise kids. And not all men or males have what it takes to be fathers. Not all of them want that or desire that or able to do that. Because that's not just some... It's not just some easy thing. It's not some easy fix. Not some simple job. It's not like fixing a pipe. It's not like installing flooring in your house. It's not like building a house. No, it's a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job. It never stops. Well into your retirement, you're still needed as a parent. It's a lifelong thing. So, I mean, yeah, we have to start understanding that, and yeah. Anyway, catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy.